Hello. Today is Saturday, July 18th, and now it's a 8:30 in Japan. So it's quite strange to make a New Year resolution this time because it's like go over half day of the year. But then I did not make any New Year resolutions at the beginning of 2020, and today I think that I should really make because without any plans and specific guiding words. So I feel that sometimes I waste my time a lot. And today I want to say something about my plan for the next coming 6 months and what I want to do in this year and how I would myself become after 6 months and before I get ready for 2021 next year. So then today I want to say something that I really want to do in this year. So for a start, this year is so important to me when I had a baby by the end of last year. When I had her, that my life really was adjusted to fit with her, and I became dad and learned parenting methods and techniques all around the internet and from friends. So everything's like come like a hot pot, and I try to swallow it and learn it step by step. But then now after 6 7 months, she reached to 7 months old now. So I think that it's a really good time to think about my own plan. So you know that before coming to Japan, I had a startup business in my country as in language center, but then I left it behind and tried to fold up everything and left the country to live with my wife in Japan because she has a course in Japan. It takes her a couple of years to finish, so it's quite a long time, and we want to live together. So I moved here because of her. But then I figure out that the life here in Japan, that yeah, interesting to live, to learn, and to create new ideas and re-energy, feel better. So I think that I should really restart my plan that I started in my country. When I left the country, I had a website. It's called cab.com.vn and volmopping.vn. But then it was really huge to manage, just only me, because in the past I got people working with that one. But then I stopped everything, but I still keep the websites. And it took me a lot of time to review, to make a new lessons. Like the data over there is quite huge to me to manage in Japan because I really stick in my work and I don't really spend much time for that. Now I try to symbolize and make it easier for me to manage and to continue with some products I think that really fit with the current situation where I'm working and living in Japan. So, first thing first, I think that finding a co-founder is so important. And luckily, I found one with me, and he's a like friends and working with me for a long time. He's a little bit younger than me, but experience working this field so good. And we're gonna start again from the beginning, completely from the beginning. We only get some products and stay with our like same vision, but then we try to create a new technology, the new way to approach rather than just keep the data and let people access and use the data. And now we try to make it like updated and approachable for the nationwide users. And apart from that, I really have an idea to make kinds of like magazines, but it's not really a magazine. It's kinds of nursery curriculums. Uh, Now I'm working in Japan as a English teachers, and I have a really good chance to know and to learn, explore Japanese education, especially for children. And every day I work with textbooks, storybooks, and a lot of worksheets and flashcards. I cannot come to the class without a teaching aids or the plans and songs practice. And then I think that's a really good chance for me if I can really try to compress it and make it simple. Then I can rewrite it and make a lesson for you guys. You have your children, you have your class, you have your school, and you manage all things. And let me take part in your process. I will support you with the learning and teaching process. I'm going to be like the co-teacher, like the co-parenting standard. I'm gonna make it so make your job easier. So then I'm thinking about writing the nursery curriculum first, like what you do every month and why you do so, and what about their like Japanese education perspective. So why do they create the curriculums like that, and what about their educational system here in Japan, especially for young learners, and what I can learn from the internet, from the US or some developed countries. How can I try to summarize everything and make it simple for you with the guidelines, activities, and materials so you can easily apply it, print it out, and handle it to your children, to your students. And for sure that they're gonna be like forum, a group chat that you can make any questions and we can discuss and answer why we apply this one and in what scales and what age of students we can do so. And in this time I'm gonna make it as a like kinds of printable magazines, and also online version with a PDF file so you can easily download. So for the start, I'm thinking about making it for every 2 months. We have one series for every 2 months, and following that, you can download and access to the data and see how that the lesson is and how the guidelines there. And you can ask me anytime. For sure that for the beginning, or everything's not really looks so perfect, but then at least that we start that idea and we want to make it come true this year. uh yeah, my partner and I really have a strong commitment to make this product, because with his advantages about technology, about coding, and my strong point about, yeah, doing the lessons plan for teaching curriculums. i I've been in this career for more than 10 years, so I feel like that if I don't share anything that would feel so refreshing in the future, because if I don't write down it now, if I don't prepare it now and try to systematic that one to make it easier for me, for you and other coworkers, parents, they can learn, they can do. I do know that there are many other resources you can access, you can learn. But then this is another example you can consider, because that with me that I have my own views and I have my own evaluations. So then I believe that my channels, my website, and my courses there can bring you a lot of values, a lot of benefits for your children, for your classes, your school. So then why don't I start it right now and never wait for any other times, because I already have my website, I already have my data and lessons. So just try to make it easier for you to access and make it like friendlier for everybody in the whole world, that they feel that it's easy for them to use. And I hope that you can support me, you can stay in my side and tell me that what should I improve and give me feedback if it's possible. I do know that you, a lot of my friends now on Facebook, YouTube, you are teachers, you are doing teaching work, so then I think that you have your own experience and we can discuss all about that one. So that is the biggest project in this year that I want to make. Besides that, I the other activities I will just keep it as normal as possible in this year. With my family, we yeah will educate and like nurse my baby and then support her for like school life, because she's now she in the nursery school, so she started already. So then we try to have her like highest responsibility for her study as much as possible by planning her like lesson at home as well, because I'm a teacher. So then I want to give her some extra and additional lessons at home beside her school. And my wife also share the responsibility to take care of her, like about health, about food, about her sleep. And then besides all about that, our weekends, you know, we have a lot of flexible activities on every weekend. You know that we have a garden, even that we have more gardens this day when our friends invite us to join like farming works. So then we take care of our garden and harvest vegetable, fruit for our family use. And yeah, that mini project that my neighbor and I, we started a glass house, a kind of greenhouse that we can plant vegetable in this season, and also the coming season, winter. So hopefully that we can create enough vegetable for family use, and also let's like sell it to people who do like to buy. And yeah, you're looking for like a little reasonable price product, and then uh like you can visit the garden, pick in or harvest anytime with their good price. And we're going to do that. Actually, we started a week ago, and we're gonna do that also today and next weekends to finalize the glass house before we clean in inside and set up for the shelf, for the pot and vegetable bed, everything, and get ready. Beside, we grow some like long-term vegetable, long-term plants like lemon or lime. We also grow local vegetables and also Vietnamese originated vegetables. So then we think that that is not a big plan, but then at least that we keep continue with our like farming habits. Like at I had in my country, as you know, that my parents, they are dedicated farmers. I learned a lot of good skills from them, and I want to have the kinds of beautiful garden that I can entertain my weekends, take some of my students come and visit and learn from outdoor activities. And it's good for my children as well. They can see that one of the longest and like historic job in the world, that is farming. So uh that that the second thing, actually that the third thing that in this year that we're gonna do. And beside that, we are thinking about, yeah, Japan is the country that we want to live here longer time, or somewhere else, or going back to Vietnam, or any other considerations. I think that it's time to think much about the family settlement, because that moving all around, and then we spend a lot of money and time for setting up the foundation, and it's really time for us to like balance and evaluate which options and opportunities and risks that we need to think about that one. And if you are in the same situation that your family move and live in another place in a new life, and then yeah, how do you set up your life, how do you come up with a new idea, how you run the startup business, and then how you make your life like comfortable and enjoyable in a new place, how you make new friends. Yeah, you free to share your ideas, and I'm open-minded to talk to you my own experience. So hopefully with the channel we, yeah, we can start our new friendships and be friends with each other. And yeah, I can share you anything I know about my life in Japan, and I'm willing to listen from you anything that you can share. Yeah, this is the New Year resolution. Even that's quite late, but then even better than nothing. So I make it here, and the next videos I'm gonna go in details for every plans and tell you that how do we start, how do we set up, and yeah, the day that we announce our final products. Hopefully that can bring you like some values and benefits that, yeah. Thank you very much. And today the first live stream videos I make in YouTube, and hopefully that um the resolution and about the quality of the videos, everything doesn't feel so bad. And yeah, and your weekend could be nice to watch my videos and enjoy your time. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.